Okay, so today's day one of me being in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm so sorry to everybody that's been waiting for um, me to upload some photos and videos. It's just been an experience. I wouldn't say it's like bad. It's just a lot going on. Like a lot going on. From the start of, so I started off Thursday. I started off. My first flight was from Tampa to DC. So I left Tampa around like 2 o'clock, and then I got to DC around like 4, right? So got to DC, cool, whatever, happy. My next gate was like a couple gates down, so I didn't have to walk that far. So, I'm like, let me get to my gate, sit down, make sure everything is, copacetic. And then I get to, so I sit down, and then, I'm sitting there waiting. The flight gets delayed. I'm like, So flight is delayed for a little bit. I think like an hour and a half. But anyway, finally we get on the flight. The flight was amazing. I'm so sorry. I know y'all probably mad at me like, but Lord, why didn't you get any video or like pictures? I got a couple pictures. I think I got some pictures of like my food. I got some pictures of my of like the screen showing like us actually getting to Lagos. So then I get here. So I get here, mind you, the flight was amazing. Shout out to United Airlines. Actually, I probably should not be giving no shout outs because I don't have no type of sponsorship deals. But the flight was amazing. The service was good. It was a 10-hour flight. So from Washington to Lagos, it'll be about 10 hours. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Like, I don't even think I watched the full movie. I think I watched one movie, which I was kind of mad because I couldn't figure out the headphone situation. I think something was going on with the connection to them. So I said, whatever, I'll just watch the movie, but it was no audio. So, yeah, so that was the flight, right? So I get to Lagos. This is where the ish starts taking place. So I get to Lagos. Yo, as soon as you get off the plane, it be like 50, no lie, like 50 people literally just sitting there like. So I get off so as I'm turning the corner to get off the plane, I'm like, oh, wait a second. First of all, this little behind, like, I guess hallway, whatever you want to call it, tunnel, to get off the plane. I'm like, why are all y'all on this damn jet bridge? Like, get off. So anyway, you get off, and then that's when, of course, you got to go to customs and, what am I saying it right? Customs, what do we call it? Immigration, thank you, immigration. So we go to immigration, I go there, show my passport. So apparently you can get a visa on arrival, which I'm like, wish I would have kind of knew that, but I'm glad I got it ahead of time because I wanted to go to this office, get it processed and all that stuff. It would have took forever. So this is the story. Once I finish my visa, you go through like these little glass gates, whatever you want to call them, right? Oh my gosh. I said 50 people was on a jet bridge, right? Bruh. At least 100 was waiting at the freaking baggage claim. Like, I'm like, so this lady spots me out. I'm like, here we go. So if anybody knows Lagos, Nigeria, And we're going to do some more story time so you guys kind of know why I'm here, what made me want to come here, like all that stuff. But for the people that's watching this that know me already, you know why everything is everything, right? So, I get to the baggage claim. So this lady sees me. She says, sir, are you lost? I said, no, ma, I'm not lost. She said, okay. So she said, you sound Nigerian. I said, so I laughed. So here, one thing is like you have to kind of like blend in. And so, you know, I am Nigerian. I wasn't born in Nigeria, but I have a lot of Nigerian blood in me. And so she was like, you sound Nigerian. I said, so she said, I will help you. I said, yeah, I'm here to visit my mom. I'm not here to visit my mom. I'm here to visit my mom. And so she said, okay. So she said, I'll help you. I'll help you with everything and get you settled. I said, okay, cool. So then she was like, something I'm like, bet, I got somebody to help me. Like, she gonna make sure I'm straight. She gonna get me through this airport. Because remember, it's 50 million people, like, trying to help you with something. Like, trying to take your bags or help you do this, help you do that. So when she seen me, she had a walkie in her hand. So I'm like, oh, this is someone that works here. Bruh. They don't tell you that even the employees at the airport be trying to get a little hustle on the side instead of just helping people because that's their job. So anyway, she helps me with the stuff. No, let me back up. So the cart, because I have a lot of luggage, so I need a cart to actually get my stuff. So she like, sir, what are you going to bless me now? What are you going to bless me? I'm like, I said, ma, really? She said, come on, you can bless me. I'm going to help you. I said, okay. I said, I'll give you, she said, you have cash? I said, no cash. I had no cash. Mind you, what I would tell people is, make sure you bring ones, maybe some fives, but at least bring like $200 US just to have on you. If you don't feel safe with that, I would say like maybe 100 to bring, right? So, I'm like, I don't have any cash on me, ma. So she's like, okay, why are you going to bless me now? How are you going to bless me? So I'm like, I'm saying like, I'm like, oh, I have my app, my World Remit. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to do my World Remit and we're going to be chilling. So do the World Remit. Remind you, the reception here is horrible so far. Horrible. Like, I've been to Cartagena, Colombia. I've been to DR. Reception, fine. Here, the Wi-Fi, the hotspots, they be like horrible, right? So, so then, I sent her like some money. So, mind you, in the back of my head, I forgot about the currency. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, what about 1,000? She was like, sir, what can I do with 1,000? What can I do with 1,000, eh? So I was like, I'm like, yo, if you don't get out my, I'm like, if you don't get out my face. Then I had to think, I'm like, oh wait, Bernard, it's not 1,000. Remember the currency. So basically, like, if you do 1,000, it's probably like $1, 50 cents, I don't know, something, right, up to the US dollar. So, or currency. So then, that's when she was like, you give me 20,000. So I said, okay. I'm like, 20,000. I'm like, that's kind of steep. Again, not thinking about the dollar versus the naira. So Anyway, I send her the 20,000, right? Cool. So now she's like, okay, you know, she get my little cart. We set. She paid for it, all that stuff. We good, right? So now we get over to the bags. Oh, I thought, now, I'm originally from Philly. Usually when I get to Philly airport, baggage claim be kind of crazy, right? But it don't be too bad. Like, it be enough room where, like, you can stand around it. Or if it is a lot of people, like, you can stand, like, kind of behind somebody, but still be up front. No. This place, bruh, I don't even think I seen the belt. I think I just seen because the bags was coming down like this. So I was like, all I seen was just bags coming down, but I didn't even see the belt. It was so many people. Then you, on top of that, not only do you have the people that's like trying to wait to get their bags, but then you also have the people that's trying to help people with their luggage. And then you got people that's just standing around just trying to find a way to get some money out of somebody. So I'm like, freak. I'm like, okay. I got the lady. So I'm like, all right, bet. So for some reason, and my eyesight must have been good like this morning, because literally from far away, I could spot my bags. And the good thing is that I got these Michael Kors luggage. I'll probably show you guys later on in the trip. But I have Michael Kors luggage. And so with the luggage, for some reason I can spot it out because it's like designed differently, but it also has like a gold zipper and it's black. So for, like, from afar, I'm like, those look like my bags. So as I'm walking up and I'm getting closer, I'm noticing those are my bags. I'm like, bet, I don't gotta wait for my bags. My bags is already here. So I go around, I try to get my bags. This guy stops me like, sir, are you business class? Are you business class? I'm like, looking at him like, now y'all know what I was thinking in my head. I can't say on this, you know, video. I'm looking at him like, not right now. I'm hot. First of all, it's hot, y'all. Let me go back to the weather. Plane nice and cool, AC. You know, in Philly, I'm saying Philly, in DC, and you know, like in the US, we still have winter now. I live in Florida, so Florida's a little different. Like, it was pretty warm when I left. Plane anyway, nice and cool, you know, good temperature. I got off that plane and I thought Cartagena was hot. South America. Blazing. So because, you know, so much going on, and like when a lot is going on at one time, I'd be like all like this, looking around like I'm a Virgo. So that tendency of just observing. So I'm hot. I'm frustrated a little bit because I'm like, I just want to get out this airport. The reception is bad. I can't pay people, so I'm looking like I don't got no money. I'm like, I do got money. It's just the reception. I'm trying to connect my phone, you know, to be able to pay you guys what y'all need. So anyway, all right, back to the guy. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, you're like, are you business class? Are you business class? I'm like, no, because I wasn't business class on the plane. I said, but those are my bags. He's like, but are you business? Again, he like, you keep asking me in my business class, sir, those are my bags. What you want me to just stand over there and just, I'm not business class, so I'll wait until they take, I'm getting my damn bags. So I looked at him, I just walked away. I'm like, sir, I don't got time. I'm like, put my bags on this cart just so I can go. So, we get my bags, right? How about the cart is too small? Which I knew this was going to happen. The cart was too small for my bags. We can only fit 3 bags. And I had 4 big luggages and a small carry-on. So I'm like, so she's like, sir, you're going to have to pay more. Of course, you know, that whole paying more money because you need a bigger car. I'm like, we don't got time. The reception is bad. I ain't trying to play with Navy Federal because Navy Federal be drawing. They see too many transactions. Now, I did call ahead of time. I will say this. When you are traveling, make sure that you call your bank and say, listen, I'm going to be in this country. Because I'm telling you now, even before I got here, I wasn't able to do any transactions over here. It was a whole mess. That'll be a whole nother video because I don't even want to get into that part of even trying to pay for like my hotel, my security, my car for the week. All that was a mess. It was horrible. All right, so back to the story. So then, that's when she gets somebody, because something about they have a rule here where I guess the employees are not allowed to push the cart. They have to get someone else to like push it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So she go to grab somebody. In my head, I'm like, more money. I'm like, bruh, I'm going to be broke by the time I leave this airport. So then that's when, so she gets the other person. Now, mind you, to me, it seemed like it was like, I don't know, it just seemed like it was 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but I think it was maybe 5 minutes. So now I'm sweating more because now I'm just standing there by myself. And it just looks like I'm just lost. Like, sir, why are you just standing here? So finally she comes with the lady. I'm like, who finally? So then she's like, okay, sir, she's going to assist you with your stuff outside. So I'm like, finally, I can go outside. Whew, I'm done. Then she's like, but let's pay her now because we can't deal with money outside, which, honestly, now knowing what happens outside, and we're going to get to that part. Let me tell you now. Crazy. Okay, so then I'm trying to pay her. Reception is not good, so it's not going through. I'm like, can I get some money from somewhere? She's like, oh no, we don't take US card. I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no currency place. Then she's like, a couple minutes later, she's like, oh, you have a card? I'm like, yes. She was like, oh, we can go and get money. Come. I'm like, okay, cool. So we about to leave. Like this airport, Lagos airport is crazy. It literally has sections. It's like you go through different stages. Like back at home, you get off the plane, you go through the little terminal, you come out, you go to baggage claim, get your bags. The door is right there at baggage claim. Not here. It's so many different levels. So the next thing, customs. So now I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, here we go. So this is the government. This is serious. So they like, yo, hey. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I go over there. So it's this guy. He looked like military. Real serious, stern. But there's people going through people's luggage. So I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. We're going to be here all day. Man, basically, long story short, they checked 2 of my bags. They checked my carry-on, which ain't had nothing crazy in there. And they checked 1 of my bags. And all they did was... I said, oh, well, that was easy. So then that was that. Now, after you do customs, now mind you, all this is in one big room. I mean, a huge room. Like so spread out. So you got on one side, you got baggage claim, and then the other side you have customs, and then the other part is where you come down from where immigration, where they stamp your visa and everything. So it's a big room, but then there's sliding doors to get to the next part, and I'm going to call this part the currency market, or the market for all things. Everything that you may need for your trip. So I'm going to do a part 2 because I don't want to make these videos long. So what I want you guys to do is click like and share, comment, subscribe. This is my first time doing this. I'm so excited. I'm nervous a little bit. I have a lot of personality, but I don't know how my personality is going to translate on camera, but this is my first video for YouTube. I'm gonna do a part 2 and really get you guys to understand literally this. I call it a market because I couldn't believe it. I'll describe it to you guys in the next video, but it was insane. And I feel bad because I have like no videos, but literally it was so much going on. I couldn't even get my camera out, and I'm glad I still got my phone because my phone was just in my hand. It was so much going on at the airport. Like, I would just tell people, try not to bring a lot of things on a plane with you so you can have a lot of hands to move around and do things, and really try to bring at least somebody with you because I'm on this trip by myself. So it was a lot going on at once, but stay tuned for the next video. And yeah, thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.